Hello everyone, welcome back to the Jubilee Model Railway. In today's video we are going to look at this. It's the brand new Hornby LNER P2 with Hornby's brand new TTS sound. So we're just going to have a look at the detail, the running quality and obviously the sound, which is one of the main features of this this model from Hornby. I have no idea what it's going to be like. Some people saying it's pretty good, others saying it's rubbish. Well, we'll get out of the box and we'll find out. So I'll pop the camera down on the tracks. And the first thing is, let's get this thing unboxed and have a look inside. Right, we'll take this outer sleeve off here. Now one thing I do like about Hornby, all this writing on the back here is a little bit of the history and information about the LNER P2. There's a real picture of it there. You know, it just tells you when they were built and how many and all the rest of it. So I like the way Hornby does that. It's always nice to know what the engine was like in real life. Because of course, there is none of these engines left at the moment. Because they are building this engine from scratch, brand new, like they did with Tornado. So that is going to be something really special to see speeding down the main line, that's for sure. Right, let's get this out of the way. Put the camera back down again, and we'll get into here. Get the plastic. Here we go, just pull this up. Right, in here we have... Right, yes, we got a little detailing pack here. If you can just see it there, we got brake lines, vacuum pipes, and a spare hitch in there, because I don't believe there's got one on the front, and the piping to go underneath the cylinders, and a few other bits I think just there. Also we got this little packet here. Right, what does it say? Not suitable for children, use blue tack. Right, this attach headboard. That's, to be honest, I don't think that's a headboard. No, that to me is a nameplate. A headboard, I think, is the thing that goes on the front of the engine to say what kind of express it is. I thought that was a headboard. Well, according to the writing on the front of this is a headboard. But I believe it's etched nameplates is what it actually should be, to put over the printed ones on the engine. I don't know. I might be wrong on that, I don't know. And then in here we obviously get the Hornby manual there. Just tells you the engine on the front. This gives you a bit of information about the actual model and the actual sound functions it's got. So we'll use that a bit later to see which sounds are which. So we'll move the box out the way, we don't need that, drop it on the floor. So let's get this bit open. Ooh, good weight, that's a really good start. So it should be with the engine of this size. Pull this outer sleeve off, get rid of that, we don't need it. And then it just unclips like this. We'll pull this off, and then the engine comes out. Here we go. What I'll do, I think I'll put the engine on the tracks, just so it can look a bit better while sat on the track. Right, now I've put the engine on one of the tracks inside the depot area. So let's just have a look at this engine and the detail that Hornby have put on it. So we'll start with the LNER tender here. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Nice crisp LNER letterings across there, and down here you got this sort of red around the axle boxes. That's quite nice. Brings out a bit more detail in the tender there. If we go around the back, we got the vacuum hose there, buffers, not sprung. Yeah, I didn't think they would be. They are plastic, but I gotta say they look much better than the ones on the Duke of Gloucester, which is in my other video that I did. So yeah, it's not too bad. I think these are some steps, and is that separately... No, that's actually a separately applied handrail there. Very nice. And then we got the smaller couple in there, which are a bit not realistic, but a bit better than the huge things they used to put on. There we got the where the water goes in just here. Not much detail on that. And then we got the coal load. It's not the worst I've seen. I've seen worse, but still not brilliant. Let's have a look at the cab here. The number is nicely put on there, 201, sorry. And then we got a little plate. I can't quite see what that is. I don't know, we got a couple of rivets around there. Yeah, I've got glazing in the windows. Don't open, of course. If we go to the top, you got the safety valves. They seem to be quite a long way back. They seem to be more integrated into the top of the engine a bit more on this. Bit of streamlining, I think. Yeah. And then we got the roof. Does the... No, they don't open. That don't really matter either. You're not going to really be opening and closing them all the time. We got some rivets across the roof. So if we come down the side of the engines, we got this nice... Yeah, separately applied sort of a silver handrail there. I think it's plastic again. Yeah, it appears to be plastic. And to be honest, I don't think that really matters. It looks pretty good to me. And we've got another one here which is the same plastic, but that's alright. If we come down to the motion of the engine, yeah, looking really nice. And obviously those pipes that I mentioned in the detailing pack go under here, so it gives it a little bit, you know, more detail. And this is a 282, so it's probably a pretty powerful engine and good tractive effort in real life. Yeah, very nice. And then we got the name, Cock of the North, on the side. I'm sorry, Hornby, but I hate that name. I really don't like that name, so I will be changing it. And we got some other detail there. I don't know, the oiling points, I think they are. So if we come round to the front of the loco, here we go. Yes, this engine doesn't have a hitch. Well, a coupling, sorry, at the front of the engine. I don't think I'll put it on. I don't think there's really much need to. Again, the buffers at the front, they are plastic, but again, they don't look too bad. Gotta be said. And the little hole there is for the other vacuum pump, and you got the more realistic hook there at the front of the loco. The number there again, and we got the lamp hooks across the front. I probably will put lamps on this just to give it a bit of extra detail. At the front then we got the whistle, firebox door and the funnel. Now this is quite an unusual shape, especially on a British engine. It's like, it's half streamlined, but they haven't gone fully like the LNER A4. It's a pretty similar engine, I suppose, just with an extra set of driving wheels. I don't know, it seems to be, to me anyway. Then across the top, yeah, we've got some more riveting here, and these white lines going across the boiler. So, the detail, yeah, I'm pretty impressed with this, actually. Fair play to Hornby, this is, yeah, pretty well detailed model here. The only thing I don't like, well, I'm not sure if it should have it or not. There is absolutely no cab detail. Well, it's moulded plastic, all in black. Now, I don't know, maybe it would have been nice to see it, considering this is the top of the range P2. I don't know. I'll leave you to decide whether it should have it or not. It's up to you to decide that yourself. Well, so far, I'm really impressed with it. And you know, for the price I paid, pretty good. £148 from my local model shop, which I'm pretty happy with that considering it's got sound. If this was Hornby's, the older way of doing it, it would have been £100 more than that, possibly. But we don't know if it's worth the money to spend. We gotta hear what this thing sounds like. So, I think we should get this lovely engine onto the track. Now, just before, I did mention this is the engine that is being built from scratch to run on the main line in the UK. Now, I gotta say, I can't wait to see the real thing of this. Apparently they have built the frames and they're doing really well, which is good, because this will go alongside the other loco, Tornado. So this country's preservation with steam is going really well, because I believe there's another 2 engines beside this being built from scratch at the moment. One of them is a Patriot class, the Unknown Warrior, and the other one I think is a Clan class. I'm not 100% sure on that. Building it again, brand new from scratch, which is a smaller version of the Britannia class, which you saw in the other video on the Red Poppy Express. Similar engine, just a bit smaller. So, a lot to look forward to in the next few years when those 3 come onto the line. Speaking of the line, let's get this thing onto the track. Pop the camera down and I'm going to put it on the furthest track over here. You know, as I said, this engine, fair play, has got a nice weight to it. So you should be able to pull realistic length trains with this thing. Because that always was one of my complaints with engines, just not heavy enough. Right, let's get, yeah, we'll get the sound going first. Let's see. Press number 1, I guess. Yes. Well, it's loud enough, I gotta say. Not bad. So if we open my little booklet to see what the sounds actually do. If it actually tells me in this book, that is, that would... ah yes, here we go. Right. F0 is for headlights, if fitted. Well, this doesn't have headlights. Number 1 is to turn the sound off, which well, put it on or off, which I just put it on. Right. Number 2 is chime whistle long. So that's the long. So we press number 2 and see what we get out of it. Very nice. Sounds exactly like Tornado's whistle. Right, F3 is another whistle, which is a short whistle. Okay. Number 4 is yet another whistle. Ooh, this is good. Chime whistle, 2 short blasts on this one. So this is number 4. Realistic sounding whistles there. Very good. F5. Wow, and yet another different whistle. This is very good. So number 5 is whistle passing. I've not heard of that one on this before. Let's see what it is. Ah, I get it. That's like if the engine's rushing past and going into the distance. Right. I get it. Right, next. F6 is wheel slip. Ooh, okay, let's see what this sounds like. I really like that one. Obviously the wheels don't slip, so it'd be a bit silly if you were filming the engine from the side. Well, I like that feature, I gotta be said. Right, next one, F7, is coal shoveling. It's pretty good, perhaps maybe a little bit tinny on that sound. I don't know, standing here it sounds a little bit. Right, press 7 to shut that thing off. Right. Next we go down to F8, which is blow down. Let's try that. Decent volume to that. Right, F9 is the safety valves. Well, that's, to be honest, for safety valves, that ain't loud enough over the rest of the sound, because safety valves are normally very loud on these British steam locos, but, you know, not bad, not bad. Right, F10 is the injectors. Right, let's try this. That's the injectors on F10. Yeah, sounding pretty good there. Right, next we've got F11, which is cylinder cops. Nice and loud, that one. Yeah, really good volume to that one. Right, F12 is the brakes. Now, I wonder why you'd need that. Surely this engine should do that on its own while stopping. Well, I don't know, we'll see. So let's put those on F12. I'm not so sure about that sound. That doesn't sound quite right, but you know, so far so good. Right, we have got even more sounds. F13 is the blower, so we'll get that one on next. Well, that didn't do nothing at all. I don't know what happened there. I'll try again. That's very odd. Now, number 13 is not doing anything at all. Unless I just hold that down, I don't know. Nope. I don't know what's going on there. F13 says the blower, but it doesn't do nothing. Okay, we'll go down to number 14 and see if that does anything, which is the guard's whistle. Well, that doesn't seem to be doing anything either. We're not sure what's going on here. Very strange. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but they don't seem to be... No. Doesn't do anything. We'll go down to number 15, which is the coupling sound. Well, this is really odd. Nothing seems to be working beyond... An F16 is called Fireman's Breakfast. Don't ask what that is. That's all a bit odd to me. Let's try it, but let's see we go. F16. Fighter jet. Nope. I honestly don't know what's going on there. We'll try again. Oh, sorry, my fault. I see what's happened here. I've made a mistake and changed the local number. I don't know how I did that. So, put it back on 3. Right. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. So, where did we get to? Well, we go from the brakes, which is... No, we did that, didn't we? So F13 is the blower. So we'll go to that. Yes, there we go. Right, that is the blower. Right, then we go down to F14, which is the guard's whistle. Oh dear. I don't know what on earth that was, but that was not a guard whistle. I'll just play that again, that F14. No, that's not a very good guard's whistle, is it? Oh well, we'll move on. Next is the coupling sound, which is on F15. Yeah, pretty good, not bad. Possibly a bit tinny again. Now this one I'm really interested in. Fireman's breakfast. I don't know, I've never ever seen that on this engine, or any engines actually. So let's try it. On number 16. Well, what? F16 played the whistle again. Well, let's try it. I don't know. Don't know what's going on here. This is a bit odd. Let's try again. F16. Well, it made a noise, but not very much. I honestly don't know what on earth is going on with this. I don't know, it seems to not... And then I think we'll leave that one. I heard it slightly and then it went back to the whistle again. Strange, really odd. Then F17 is... While the engine is moving, you can press it and it goes into coasting mode. That's quite good. And then go down to F18, which is AUX. You can put something on that, I don't know what. So that's that bit. Bit confusing, I'm not quite sure what's going on with a few of those sounds. What we'll do now is get the engine to do a bit of movement, I think. So we'll go forward first and see how we go. Now this is straight out the box, so it should run, well, it's not too bad actually. Yeah, that's pretty smooth. Yeah, not bad at all, actually, Hornby. Yeah, I really like that. Sounding really good there, actually. Next, let's try the wheel slip option, which is on the decoder. Whoops, sorry there. And we'll see how it looks, or sounds really. So wheel slip. Let's have a look, what number was it on? F6. So if I get the engine moving, right, the engine moving, now press F6. Well, oh, that's... Now, after pressing F6 and the sound is finished its cycle, the engine seems to, well, go off. Well, the sound does anyway. Not sure the reason for that, but we'll obviously get used to this engine's workings as I use it a bit more. Right, now I'm going to send this engine full length around the track and see what it's like. Right, here we go. Let's go and see it in some other places along the railway. Well, that's actually very good. I wasn't expecting Hornby's first try at their own sound decoder would actually be that good. And another thing I noticed, the engine doesn't actually make the braking sounds on its own, so you have to press the function button. I don't like that idea. And, you know, I'm pretty impressed with it. It runs well, you know, sounds pretty good. The only thing I've noticed, if you turn the controller up a couple of speed steps, the engine seems to take a while, well, the sound decoder seems to take a while to catch up. So like a little bit like an old laptop that can't quite keep up, right? I don't know, that's what it seems like. And I'm not sure if the wheels are actually in time with the sound of the coming out of the chimney. I don't know. I don't know anything about these engines, so I could be wrong. So overall, I think this, well, it's a bit of a bargain if be quite honest. You know, paying 148 quid, which I did for this, for an engine of this size, great detail, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with the sound decoder. I'm going to give it a good, easy 7 out of 10, which is pretty good for their first try. You know, if you go on to the internet and buy a sound chip on its own, not with an engine, it costs you between 100 and 120 quid. Which means you're paying, well, what, 40 quid for this engine? Well, that's the one pretty good bargain there from Hornby. So, you know, I'm going to give this engine, yeah, I really do like it. A good 7 out of 10 overall of this on this loco. Very impressed with it, and I probably will get more of these. You know, it's not the best sound in the world, but again, it's only their first try at their own system. So yeah, if you have a chance to get one of these in a shop, I would. It is definitely well worth the money. Well, that's it for this review on the LNER P2. It will be in a video in the next week or two, definitely before Christmas, with the LNER running gala, which is to basically celebrate the arrival of this engine. Other things, possibly before Christmas, the new extension will be up and running, and also hopefully I will get an American running gala in sometime during December. Hopefully another update on the railway. So it's going to be hopefully quite a busy month. So that's the end of this video, guys. Actually, no, there isn't. I forgot to mention something. You probably all heard of Oxford Diecast. They've been making model cars for railways and other things like buses and a few other bits and pieces. Well, now, if you go onto their website, there's a section called Oxford Rail. They are now going into making 00 engines, working ones, and their first engine is called an Adams radial tank. You know, it's a very, very smart looking engine from the late 18 something it was originally built, so nice good age to it. So, you know, that should be really interesting to have a new company come in to the British market. So I look forward to that. They say it's going to be out in the first quarter of next year to the second. Yeah, well, I believe that when I see it. If it's anything to Hornby and Bachmann, well, they say the first quarter of next year. They mean the first quarter in about 4 years. That's just the way it is. So thanks very much, guys, for watching my videos. Leave a comment underneath, see what you think of this engine. See if you think the same I do. I don't know, you might not. So that's the end. Thank you very much, guys, and we'll talk to you all again pretty soon in another update or video in the future.